Good morning, citizens. I hope you're all doing well on this beautiful day. This is the weekly wrap-up where I'll take the latest ATV and compress it down and basically bring up the key things that they expressed in that episode, so you don't have to sit there and watch the entire thing in case you're in a hurry or, you're on your way to work or whatever. So, they've currently been working on landing zones and garages for Levski, and they're finishing those up, which is very nice. They've been working on flagship landing zones for the Stanton system, such as Area 18, Lorville, Orison, and New Babbage, which is pretty cool. They've been working on AI human combat, so basically events seen and enemy heard, which is pretty cool. As you can see here, this is basically quick snippets of how the NPCs will react to events and things. It won't be as jerky or as pop as much like this. It'll be very fluid, which is nice. This is all very good stuff in my opinion. It's very human and it feels very real, how humans would react in that kind of environment. Hell, it's how I would react if I heard something. They've also been working on friendly fire for the NPCs, so how all that works, which is nice. So they're not just going to be blowing each other's heads off by accident 24/7, which is great, because that would be a little bit frustrating if you hired a whole bunch of crew and they started killing each other. So the VFX team has been working on planetary surface stuff, such as dust being kicked up behind vehicles, which is awesome. I mean, just look at this. Doesn't it look fantastic? It really feels like something out of Oblivion. You know, the movie with Tom Cruise? It looks great. They've been working on, as you can see, the footsteps. All this stuff are basically different planet surface types. I'm wondering what swampy surface types are going to be like, but it'll be nice to see. So as you can see here, it's like on a sandy kind of environment. You can see the footsteps behind the character and how the character interacts with the ground itself. Like you leave your footprints in the snow, which is nice. Yeah, I really like it. They've done a really good job here. I mean, this game really does focus on all the different scales, which is great. They've been working on mesh destruction also for Squadron 42 single-player campaign, which is pretty cool. And they've also, the lighting team has brought all surface outposts to a final lighting point. So they basically finished the lighting on all surface outposts and the little gadgets inside them. So they've got a bunch of prefabs made, which means it takes them not very long to actually build the outposts and stuff now, which is great. And that basically means that we'll be getting a hold of these things a lot sooner, which is brilliant. And the quality is insane. Just look at this stuff. It looks glorious. So they've also done work on the KSAR SMG energy weapon. It's an energy SMG, and it looks pretty damn cool. So yeah, it's very nice. So, as you know, they've been working on Squadron 42. Progress has been coming along really nicely, and they said in the latest ATV they can't wait to show us soon something, so that would be pretty cool. They've finished the, final touches also to basically the physics on the weapons, so like you'll see wires and stuff wobble and when you're holding a gun. That is just glorious. I absolutely love that. I mean, it's going to have a very realistic feel, and they surely are going for the best damn space sim ever. And that is good news for us, the backers. But yeah, they're finishing the final touches to Levski landing. As you can see here, it's looking absolutely glorious. I mean, just look at that atmosphere. I mean, doesn't it just feel alive just looking at it, right? It feels very much alien yet familiar. It's very Aliens, like the landing in Aliens, the place where they went. Has that sort of very used future feel to it. As you can see, the rust on the panels there, and yeah, it's just beautiful, don't you think? I mean, wow. It blows my mind every single time an ATV comes out. Just seeing the progress that CIG have made is blowing my mind. So, this is customs, and this is what they've wrapped up, and this is where players will be going through, and they worked on it, so it'll be hard for players to smuggle in goods, and that basically brings to mind a whole bunch of gameplay dynamics that really, really make me happy, and I can't wait to try them out. So yeah, the garages and stuff are all getting a very used and grimy feel, which is also good. So basically everything is going to have a very universal feel. It's not going to be like one room that just sticks out of the blue, which makes no sense. But yeah, it's all very nice, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it in game. As you can see here, they've made more progress on the railgun. and doors and stuff. They're currently also wrapping up the room system, as I specified earlier. So the room system, basically what that is you'll walk into say an airlock, and right now it's just a preloaded animation. If you're wearing a suit, you won't die. If you're not wearing a suit, you'll die, and it's why you sometimes get players without suits wandering around in space, because technically there is oxygen everywhere right now, but they're making it so that there is only oxygen within specified areas, like say on planets that have oxygen, and within ships, and they're working on like an air carbon dioxide system where you'll choke to death if you don't have a spacesuit, basically if there's a hull puncture or something like that, or you go outside without a suit. So that's pretty damn cool. I do like that. As you can see, you have a bunch of sabers flying through atmosphere, which is nice. But yeah, they've been working on basically weapon attachments, which is very nice. Working so they can have them universal, so they attach to any gun with the rail system. I mean, the attachments look amazing. The level of detail is absolutely insane. They've also done a lot of work to the Claus and Werner Demeco laser light machine gun. And I cannot wait to try that out. I'm a very big fan of light machine guns. So they've also worked on the Preacher scatter cannons, levels 1 through 3, and the laser Claus and Werner laser repeater for ships, which is great. So I don't really need to give it much of a description here. This is the Nox, and the Nox is the new Giant bike, racer. It's pretty damn cool. It's a competitor to the Drake Dragonfly. Drake Dragonfly is very much a, you sit upright and stuff, and it's not going to be as fast. But this is a very streamlined, aggressive, fast, firepower kind of alien bike thing that runs on magnets, and it's insane. So you can see that they went through various design stages. It was designed in the UK office as a 2D design, like the concept was. And yeah, it's pretty damn cool. It's very ominous, and that's what they were going for. They wanted a very kind of cold, ominous, sort of aggressive look to it, and it does have that. They took a lot of inspiration from real life bikes, and that just makes it pop, in my opinion, and really gives it character. So the components it'll have will float alongside on the underside because it's all running on magnets, and the back has this sort of shield that will unfold and cover the rider from behind. So yeah, this is the magnet tech I was talking about. So you see the parts at the back aren't actually connected. They're sort of floating and levitating, and it looks really nice. Just look at that. They've also been working on the lighting for it, which is, it has to look very high-tech and very future-techy kind of look to it. And I think CIG have absolutely nailed it. So yeah, it's the kind of thing that you'd expect people to have posters of in the Star Citizen universe on their wall. I mean, it's one of those kind of high-performance bikes that everybody loves, But yeah, the shield, in my opinion, is really nice. I love the rigid look to it that makes it look a lot like a spinal column when it's fully unfolded. To cover the rider to stop you from getting shot in the back or whatever. And that's nice. The stance of the rider is going to be very, very aggressive, as well as the stance you have on the Drake Dragonfly is actually quite chilled. It's set upright. So you can see the comparisons here. So upright, and then you have aggressive, leaning forward Tron bike style. So yeah, that's what this reminds me of. It's given off a lot of Tron in my book. All the blue lights and those colors to it. It feels very much like a kind of simulation kind of vehicle. And that's not a problem. I absolutely love that look. I think it's great. They've been working... They don't want to have any screens on this thing, so they got one tiny little screen. But the display is all going to be holographic. And it looks amazing. So yeah, you're going to see it now. The rider is getting on, and boom, holographic display, and then this comes up on your screen. How cool is that? It feels like you're just being sort of sucked into the action when that pops up on the screen. I love it. So yeah, it is very nice. As you can see here, there are the lighting effects. They've also been working on the damage effects for it, so it's pretty much almost finished. I mean, they did a quick sprint on this thing, and it looks pretty much done. Yeah, I love the way the outer hull reacts with different lighting and stuff. Maybe at sunset it gets kind of a golden hue to it, which is pretty cool. But yeah, the damage effects for it are very nice. There's a very big blue flash explosion, you could say, when it dies. It breaks into 3 pieces. They've done a lot of work to make the pieces all go their own individual way, which is pretty damn great. So that was the Nox by Poa, and it looks great, don't you think? It looks pretty damn cool. But yeah, they also at the end there showed us their planetary tech, what they used to build a solar system, and they also told us and showed us how hard it was before they had this new tech that they use now, and it was pretty damn difficult. Now they can make an entire solar system within minutes. But yeah, the Star Citizen scale, in terms of planetary scale and stuff, is 1/10 scale. They don't want to go for complete realism kind of scale, because otherwise it would just take too long to drive around or to fly around, and it would be a nightmare. So everything is 1/10 scale, which is not a problem. I don't mind. I think it's pretty damn cool. It makes the game more fun to play, and you've got to make sure it's fun, because remember folks, at the end of the day, it's a game. And yeah, it's a pretty damn good one at that. So it's pretty damn good. I recommend you check out the latest ATV when you do have time, and watch the lore makers when they were talking about how they make planets and stuff. It's like, you know, the lore for them and things like that. It's pretty damn cool. So guys, that'll about wrap up this quick wrap up video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, and a side note, the Nox goes on concept sale today, so you can pick one up right now. Well, when it's up, it should be up now-ish. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. It does help me tremendously. As you know, I do all these videos for free. I am completely non-profit. I do this and I get paid in smiles, and that is more than enough. So thank you guys yet again for stopping by the channel and watching the video. And yeah, show some love. Give it a like if you enjoy the video, and subscribe if you enjoy the channel. Please note, I do follow 2 games now, so Star Citizen and Crossout, a driving MMO, sort of apocalypse survival game, and I really do enjoy that one as well. So, thank you guys for stopping by. You know the drill, Commanders. Fly safe, and I'll see you in the verse.